Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get started. My name is Darcy Everett. I am with Bluegrass Pride, and we're very excited to have all of you guys with us this afternoon. And I'd like to welcome you all to the announcement of our first ever Green Lexington Games. These games are based on the ICLEI Local Government for Sustainability's Green Business Challenge that was first done in Chicago. So both Lexington Urban Fayette County Government and Bluegrass Pride are very excited that we're able to bring that here and kind of make it Lexington's own for this first time. We've identified all you guys that we invited today as very important stakeholders to this game. So we're hoping that not only can you get your businesses involved, but that you can also kind of spread the word to other businesses in Lexington and help them get involved for the games. And a particular stakeholder that we're very excited about is Commerce Lexington. Not only have they, we're using this room today, but we also have Mr. Bob Quick here, the president of Commerce Lex, and he's going to speak a couple words about the games in Commerce Lex.
Great.
Thanks.
She said, I hope you can live out your last name, which is Quick. I said, I will try. But actually, when we found out that Cheryl Taylor was going to plug into it, we're like, we're in. We're in. Okay, I won't do what I did last time when we had this big crowd and I went off telling about we admire this lady. She does a phenomenal job. We are, and I did, didn't I? Yeah, okay. We are very glad to help present, promote, and push something that a lot of people, I think, overlook, and that is how we can continue to figure out how to make our community a much better community. And quite frankly, this is an area that is oftentimes difficult to make people change habits. So when you can turn it into an educational, fun game, a competitive game, to me it makes it a lot more exciting and maybe enticing to have people change and create new habits. I would just say it's often the small things that you do that really lead to significant changes. We joined in on the Waste Buster program at its inception, and I'm not sure, you know, a lot of times how I always look at it is that you can get a lot of the new initiatives in the schools and you get your kids to change, they'll bring it home. I think with Waste Buster, we actually took more home what I learned and what I was telling my wife and pushed it on our kids harder than they pushed it back at us. So I think it's been an incredible journey for us. I've learned the littlest things, then I find out they're not so little after all, they're really big. So in the recycling program, it has taught me an awful lot, and it showed how much ignorance that I had. And it's just one of those things where, it's, you know, in life, it's an educational process every day. But I was amazed again at how significant that learning experience has been. The other thing that we did is we tried to, you know, when you tell people they have to change, they fight you. But when you go out there and you show them simple things that can make a difference, it's amazing how they tend to listen. Doesn't mean they're going to change their habit right away, but we did a winter circle event we do as our total resource campaign. We thought, well, why don't we have a theme for the whole campaign, which is about 4 or 5 months, Liz, about green. So we would take them to a different place, and we would show them what goes on. We took them to your shop. We took them to PNC Bank, that is now, it's the only LEED certified facility, at least at the time, in the community, and it was amazing. It was a bank. And so we did those little things like that. It was amazing the conversation that got generated, and we had people start to say, I can do that, or you know, when we build this, or we do this, we can add that in. So anyway, I think sometimes when you tell people they have to change, they don't want to. When you encourage them and show them options and give them ideas, they're more open to it. And I always say in the business community, as I always say in any sector, you got to talk the talk of the people you're working with. And so the other thing we started doing is saying, guess what? It does 2 other things. It helps the city make revenue. When you look at the Waste Buster program we've done, the city makes revenue, which to me, that's positive. And the other thing is, you can save yourself an awful lot of money. The very first chamber I worked at, the landfill was getting filled up very quickly. And so a lot of people were throwing a lot of junk in their dumpsters, which went to the landfill. And it was going to cost us millions and millions of dollars unless we got on top of it quickly and started cutting back our waste. And I'll never forget a contracting company who had fought forever all these recycling efforts. It's a conspiracy, they'll said. Well, they finally, when they priced it out, and they figured out if they kept a lot of the lumber out of the waste, they realized soon that a lot of that lumber, the scraps, actually was pretty good components for other groups within the community that needed it. Well, anyway, they saved themselves a fortune in money. So sometimes our ignorance gets in the way, or we lock our foot down and we say, I'm not going to change because somebody's telling me I have to. So hopefully through this game, what we can do collectively is we can show people how it makes sense all the way around. That's both financial sense and just common sense. And then the other thing is have a good time, because at the end of the day, it's how we come about together as a community to advance our community, to make it greener, and to make our minds greener and better. So we're excited to be a part of this. Thank you for including us in it. We're going to win. So I don't know about the rest of you. I think you're already at a disadvantage because I already got some losing. Because I got Liz. Oh, okay. We may not win. I saw the look on Liz's face, but we're going to have a good time playing the game with all of you.